My name is Luca, I'm 19 years old, and I have not had any cravings in over 5 years. No sweets, no crisps, no ice lollies, no ice creams, no sugary snacks, nothing. I've completely got rid of my urge to crave food. Now, you might be thinking one of two things. I either hate every aspect of my life, I'm miserable, and I'm not mentally okay, or the second thing is you think that I've got a lot of discipline, and that's why I've been able to not crave food. Now, luckily for you, the answer is neither. I am mentally sane and I enjoy what I'm eating. But thank you for your concern for my mental well-being. I am okay. The second thing is that I'm not that disciplined with my food. It's literally just become a habit. Maybe the first 3 weeks of me finding out this method of getting rid of my cravings, I had to be disciplined, but aside from that, I'm all good. I want to take you back to the start of my fitness/health journey. I was just like any other 14-year-old. I loved fizzy sweets, I loved fizzy drinks, I loved salty crisps, I loved ice creams, and I loved ice lollies. Now, the thing is, I didn't like how I looked though. I saw a reflection of my protruding belly, and I didn't like it whatsoever, and I realised I had to change. So, I followed advice on Instagram, on YouTube, that everyone else told me to do, which was eat chicken, broccoli, and rice, and you'll lose fat. I tried this for about 3-4 months. I couldn't do it. I would have chicken, broccoli, and rice once a day. I'd have some eggs in the morning, and I'll go back to snacking. I felt like I was eating death. I couldn't do it. I had to have some flavour and some spice in my life. I'm undermining how painful it was for me at the time mentally that I wasn't able to live life without these sugary, shitty snacks. And I had to take a step back. I had to think, why can I not do this? Why can I not stop eating these sugary demon snacks? And I realised the last time I turned down something that I really enjoyed was at a Christmas dinner. So I had a big Christmas feast, and my nonna afterwards had prepared these things called crispel. It's an Italian pastry. It's like it's pasta that's been fried and it's coated in sugar. It was fucking amazing. But I turned it down because I was too full. I couldn't eat anymore. And then I was like, all of a sudden I was like, I've just turned down my nonna's crispel. If I can turn that down, I can turn anything down. What if I was to just keep myself full instead of having to rely on discipline and raw willpower? Because I thought I could do that. I thought I could just firm it, have discipline, willpower to get me through my cravings. But it didn't work. I hadn't built up that discipline yet. Discipline is something you earn over years. You don't just spawn in with it. And I was like, if I can't rely on my discipline, you know what I can rely on? It's me making myself feel full. So I thought to myself, what are meals I enjoy that I can make healthy? I was like, burgers. Burgers are just meat. I could just bind it with an egg. I can make that healthy. Homemade chips. I can make that healthy. It's just potatoes, and then I'll cook it in some butter. And then I stopped having the processed version of what I enjoyed, and I started having the healthy version. And I took this 3-week period where I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be too concerned about losing fat. I just want to get rid of my cravings first. So for 3 weeks straight, I wanted to fill myself up to the brim with healthy food. And during this period, I was like, I wasn't too sure this was going to work, but during these 3 weeks, I had no cravings at all. I didn't crave any food because I was so damn full all the time, I didn't have an opportunity to crave food. My theory behind this is that you're killing your cravings before they even start. And it's quite a surreal feeling. Now, I went from not being able to commit to a diet for more than 6 hours before going back to some sugary snack. And then all of a sudden, I didn't crave anything. I had a drawer of straight sugary shit, and I looked at it and I was like, I don't want you. The sugary snacks were like, oh, you want me, you always have me. No! I don't want you. I don't want you anymore. I was like, I've done it. I don't crave any food anymore. After these 3 weeks, I felt like fucking Superman. I was like, wow, I've not had anything bad in 3 weeks. Now, I didn't really lose much fat in this time. I just had to adjust my diet. I had to lower my portion sizes because I was eating quite a lot of food. And since I built up those 3 weeks of eating the right foods, it was pretty easy to transition into gradually lowering my portion sizes. So each week I would probably consume 300-ish less calories. I reckon I was eating about 4,000 calories at the time of straight healthy food. So after gradually lowering it, I didn't really notice much change. I was still very full. Then before I knew it, I had abs. So after this 3 week period, I got abs in a month and a half. And let me tell you, from that moment onwards, it was like, this is fucking easy as shit. Nothing is going to stop me. That feeling, that reward of me seeing my abs for the first time, I didn't even think it was possible for me to have abs because I'd had a little belly all my life. And when I got abs, I was like, this is possible. I have done it. And then from there on onwards, I have built this physique. Actually, let me show you what I looked like from the period where I was overeating unhealthy foods to me having abs. Now, I know I'm still fairly skinny, I am young, but I did it. I got abs. I got my first pair of abs. And now, this is what I look like right here. I'm still implementing this same method to not crave any foods, because if I wasn't making myself feel full all the time, I would probably struggle a lot more than I am. Now, you might be wondering yourself, how do I implement this? Can I even do it? You can! You can do this! I was just like you. I couldn't get rid of my cravings. It felt like I was just backstabbing myself over and over, and I genuinely thought that I was just some loser who couldn't get rid of his snack habit. Okay? I thought I couldn't do it. But then, after trying this, I realised I could. I realised that other people can do it. That's why I'm here today. I'm sharing this with you to let you know you can do this as well. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to learn how to make 5 meals you enjoy healthy. There is a healthy alternative to pretty much every meal. And I just want you to learn how to make 5 healthy meals taste good. So, I don't want you to eat chicken, broccoli and rice every day. You're not going to enjoy it. It's going to taste like death and you're not going to stick to it. But if you learn how to make healthy food taste good, you're going to stick to it. Now, the second plan of action is I want you to fill yourself up on these foods. I want you to very marginally overeat these foods for a little bit. And what this is going to do, this is going to give your body no opportunity to crave food. If you're always in the state of feeling full, you're not going to want any snacks. So, when you do this, you're going to feel slightly uncomfortable because you are filling yourself up on very satiating, healthy foods. Now, there's this payoff where you're not going to make an insane amount of progress within your body because you're eating a lot of food, but you're getting rid of your cravings. And I argue that this small period of getting rid of your cravings and slightly overeating is a massive payoff. What I want you to do is I want you to believe in yourself, because it is possible. I had done it in one of the most tempting environments. I was at school, everyone was eating junk. I was sat in school with my homemade burgers, my chicken, my rice, my potatoes. People looking at me like I was some sort of weirdo. It's like, oh, why are you eating this? You don't even look healthy. I was in this environment where it was literally destined to bring me down. But I didn't care. I wanted to look good more than anything. I was like, fuck everyone else's opinion. I want to take care of myself. I want to look in the mirror and feel like an absolute fucking stud. And so I did. I want you to do the same thing. You might think, oh, people might judge you for eating healthy. Oh, look at this guy, he's trying to lose the weight, he's probably not going to stick to it. Fuck their opinion. You can do it. Okay? Look, this is what I've built from this. This is what I've built. If I can do this, if I can genuinely change myself from a tubby child into this shredded Viking look, that's what I like to refer to myself as, a shredded Viking, then so can you. Okay? I want you to believe in yourself. Now, after this 3-week period of filling yourself up, I want you to gradually decrease your portion sizes. Very gradually. If you want to go for the burger and chips thing I had, what I did was I had one less burger and then I took one less potato out to chop. So I must have went down like 300-400 calories from doing that. And after doing this, every week, gradually lowering your portion sizes, you will start seeing results very quickly. And I don't want you to get too carried away with yourself, because I can guarantee you will get results very quickly. I want you to keep committing to this. I don't want you to think just yet you can snack. I don't want you to snack. I want you to kill the cravings for good. When you do this, you will lose fat. You will feel so much better. And then when you start seeing results, like you might have spot reduced a lot of fat in one area. You might have got your first bicep vein. You might have abs for the first time. You might be able to see your jawline. Once that happens, it's free game. Nothing can stop you. When you start seeing results, it's a thrill. I see it as a video game. You're leveling up your character. You're constantly unlocking these new skins, new veins, new shoulder striations, jawline. You're just seeing these visible changes within your body, and it's a thrill. It's just some sort. I can't put it into words. Like, I am so passionate about this stuff. When you start seeing those results, nothing can stop you. I've always believed that you only have to be disciplined until you get results. Like, truly disciplined. I know it's hard when you've still got a belly and you're eating healthy. You feel like it's not doing anything. But then when you get your first results, you're like, shit, this is working. And that thrill of being like, what's the next thing I'm going to unlock? It's just this chain of events that keeps going on. It's amazing. It's amazing. I was just like you. I didn't have much discipline. I didn't have the genetics. I loved my food. But I wanted a good physique more. I truly wanted to look at myself in the mirror and think I'm the man.